Hello, and welcome back to Vampyr. And we still have red eyes. And I have a theory about that. I haven't actually looked it up, but I have the theory that maybe because we were drinking blood and actually embracing people, that's what ended up changing our eyes. But I have a couple of things that may be useful. First, we actually have to start going through this area, getting us to know as many people as we can. But one thing that I know is these guys. I'm missing clues because this guy has an eavesdropping, so I do know that. I should actually have all of these ones, and I don't know what's happening to that. So at the end of what we're doing now, I may actually swing by White Orchard and try to get these two sorted. We still need to find the Braille note for this guy. And therefore the other ones, I think this one is like a letter, maybe? But I should already have the letter. And everyone else, we actually have everyone else. That's amazing. So we just need to sort this guy out. Apparently there was a letter that I need to give to him. But I should already have the letter, so I don't know what's going on with that. I think I have it. Personal diary. Rakesh Chedana. Note to Dr. Swansea, warning letter. I think we read this one, right? 25th of October. That was yesterday. "23rd of October. Oh, there we go. I knew that. We had the letter, we just hadn't read it yet. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. First we go to the quest, get to know people, get maybe some investigations going, and then we'll do this investigation. And hopefully along the way we'll find the blind note guy, because it has to be here, right? Like there was one in every place. I think there was one here. Then there was one in the sewers here. And then there was one around the alleyways here. So the fourth one has to be in the West End. So yeah, let's do the quest. And for some reason this is... Oh no, this is not locked. Oh, there's something going on. Hello, mother. There has to be... There has to be something in this room. Some sort of book that you pull it and then it opens a door. It has to be something like that, right? And I bet it's this one, because it has chairs in front of it. Or maybe it's this one because it doesn't have chairs. I don't know. Oh, shillings. So let's go talk to the Ascalon Club, tell them that I rule things now, and that they should watch themselves. Hearing laughter. Are you laughing at me? Show yourself. My house is actually pretty boss. Look at that. Gentleman's clothing. Wait, what? Why do I have gentleman's clothing in my house? What is this sign? Mother? Mother, what did you do to the house? Oh, who is she?
Support the equality between men and women. The Ascalon Club.
Women's
The
right
heart
to
of
vote
British
is only
vampire
the
society.
first step.
Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Women of all countries unite.
Wait, is this the universal suffrage or whatever it's called? Have I had the date wrong all of this time? Maybe the letters have a date, right? It doesn't have a year. No. Has to be some letter that has like a year attached to it. Folded paper, handwritten prayer. Oh, newspaper article. Ah. Oh, maybe the 1918. Oh shit. It is the birth of feminism. I actually thought it was way earlier than that. That explains a lot, actually. Okay.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Okay, so she's aware of vampires, but is she human? She can't be human, right? If she's human, how did Ashbury... Or maybe she's adopted. I actually think I already said this. Maybe she's adopted.
What do you think about
adoption?
this part
Yep.
of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Get off my head, woman. Those fantasies are private.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Your adoption. That's what I was saying before. Yep.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Oh, so she doesn't want to become a vampire.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Suffragette.
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Why do you live right next to the Ascalon Club?
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
So there's another citizen missing that we have to find before we go to sleep.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker.
So everything.
I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir.
That's everything, literally
Mother
everything.
says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
I don't know. Maybe? I mean, I didn't want to kill my sister, but I did.
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so... alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Oh. Personal questions. Oh, I have pretty much everything now.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
That can actually be kind of weird.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
So you will rule with an iron fist as an immortal vampire, is that right? I will help you get to that position. I'm interested in that.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
I think you just don't want to die, which is a human aspect of life, I guess. So if you don't want that, I'll help you.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Well, that... Be very careful, never stop playing this game. No!
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know. She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak? Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh, my God. For one second, I thought you actually... Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
Yeah. You will never mock me again, young lady. Now go to your room and do your homework.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Who is this
Have you
guy?
noticed anything suspicious recently? Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Talk to me.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Okay, hints.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is the new battle?
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
So he knows about vampires somehow. Your wife?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
So... no family anymore?
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Oh.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Oh, he has a migraine. Who is this guy?
Please, sir. Whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
You have a magnificent set of facial hair, my man. Holy shit. Look at that.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
It's false? Are you blind? I don't want to ask that. Don't be naive. I guess I can go with the false.
I'm afraid the newspapers are seriously underestimating the situation. Things are critical, believe me.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
No, I don't think so.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Sure.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
Is he a skull and he's talking about actually eating the kidney of someone?
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Huh.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Huh.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Okay. Have some balls.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Ah, food critic. I'm missing one hint.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
It's a bunch of stuff, but not what I'm looking for. Where is the woman that we have to save? Oh, there. What is the other thing? Ooh. I just need to find one then. Okay. I'll figure something out. Should I actually go rescue the woman first? I mean, I'm topped off. I should actually try, yeah. Let's go rescue her before I do anything else. Charlotte. Who's that? Clarence Crossley. Oh, that's my friend. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, I saw you. Venus Crossley. Okay. I'm almost there. Oh, this is the house of my friend. Can I talk to his wife?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Oh, I will come back then, when you're in bed.
Forgive me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
Sure. For tea. Okay. Can I open this door? Ah. Oh, this actually goes to the docks. Good to know. There was like a box here, right? Ah, it's open. Well, nothing. Can't knock on this door. What about this door? I can see the other side, but I can't knock on it? Oh, but that's broken. I can't teleport? Maybe I'm supposed to enter this house before I save her. Okay, let's go do the quest. Change to the gourmet. There was nothing.
Support the equality between men and women. Women's right to vote is only the first step. All countries unite.
Aha. Let's see what interesting characters are living in this place. Ooh.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Wow. You don't clean much, do you, friend? I mean, I heard about messy eaters, but this is insane.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Can I talk to you?
Welcome to the Ascalon
Nope.
Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Ooh. History and purpose. Founded in 1837. See, I actually thought we were around this time. Because maybe I saw the date somewhere and I thought that was the date of the game. Okay. Oh.
It's locked.
Okay, we'll find a way to open it. Don't worry about it. Piano. Okay. There is a lot of broken stuff. Should contain yourselves a little bit. I mean... Oh, this is an outside. I don't want to go outside. Oh. 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 What's that? Good dagger.
It's locked, all right.
Locked. So that only leaves us one path. Oh, can't open it. Why can't I open it? Oh, that's full of people. Wow. Okay. Oh, what's that? A key. Key to the Ascalon basement. That sounds important. Maybe I don't want to go just yet. There's just dry flowers everywhere. I assume this is where I need to go. Hello, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, more dry flowers. And an urn.
My good friends, if I may have your attention.
Ooh.
Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Well, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She is a close friend. Is that gonna lock any path with this guy? She has proven useful. That's the thing. I know that this guy doesn't like Ashbury meddling in his business. So if I act like him, I may be able to get in close to the group. Because I already know this guy's a douchebag.
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why suddenly so friendly? Because I've proven myself. Why now? Because they're afraid of me. Why me? Because it's me. It's just, I already know the answers to these questions. Why now?
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Speak about my family. No, let's remain open with this guy. If we close up, we just negate the Ascalon resources for us.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Oh, I consent to join. So that's it. That's just the plot hook that we have to follow.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does membership imply? That's an important question.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Official recognition.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
But I'm more powerful than you, so I can overtake you.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. and like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
So he was a vampire.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Yeah, you're not gonna replace me that fast.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Do I sign with my blood? I poke myself with the quill? Yep.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Okay. Can I talk to the other people
I personally went
first?
patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Huh. There's vampires coming from outside England? Oh, hello.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
Uneasy.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
You're famous. Maybe.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Okay.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Wait, aren't you getting transformed?
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Okay, so... plot hook?
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Huh.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
That's actually true.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
More plot hook?
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall. To isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
I mean... it has been done before. I know that this is the one that he wants to hear.
Complete isolation has proven effective throughout history. But the death toll has always been a high one.
I am glad you understand the concept of necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Okay. Did he give me... Nope.
I'm sure you have more important things to do than talking with an old man like myself.
Yep, I do. Like talking to an even older man, like this one. Can't I talk to the others? No, I can't. Wait, can I actually go here? Oh, now this is open. Okay. Well, Lord Redgrave.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Okay.
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Huh. Wait, so are the beasts and the Volcods related? Are the beasts the skulls of the Volcods?
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Okay.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the skulls.
Some skulls are peaceful.
I have met peaceful and wise skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Malevolence.
Oh.
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
Okay. Can I talk now? Nope. Nope. Can I talk to this guy again?
How is your investigation going, Dr. Reed? Time is our enemy.
I have a few questions for your lordship.
All right, but be quick.
You made me swear on the blood of William Marshall during my initiation ceremony. Why was that?
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived. He served 5 kings, and was a living example of probity for all. And he was my maker.
William Marshall was a vampire? Is this some sort of joke? Wait. Could he be my maker?
That would be joyful news, for it would mean he still walks among us. But alas, the great knight has left this world for good.
How do you know that? Did you kill him?
Why is his blood so sacred to the Ascalon Club?
He was simply the greatest defender of the realm we have ever known. I fought by his side at the Battle of Preston, and he made me his progeny following the fight.
But I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
Aloysius.
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation? Mr. Aloysius Dawson.
A member of the club does not normally ask questions about other members. We trust each other mutually.
Yeah, but he's mortal.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal. Are you not afraid he might reveal who you are? Especially to your enemies.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word, as are all of us. This is the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. We do not grant access to the unworthy.
So he really is a member, then?
Indeed. Only the most eminent members are allowed to attend such ceremonies. Even if I admit some of us fled during the first hours of the Great Hunt.
Oh, so you're cowards.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced we'll only get a satisfactory conclusion by putting an end to the epidemic.
I have already met Jeffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last vampire.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the Skulls.
I see. So without the epidemic creating Skulls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait until the Guard grows old and weak. Time will once again become our ally.
Huh. That's actually a good tactic.
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here? Jeffrey McCullum is a daring leader.
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the country until things improve. But not me. I founded this club. I'll die defending it.
But you left during the last Grey Hunt.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Godspeed, Dr. Reed. We are counting on you.
Okay, so this guy.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Doctor.
Well, nothing. Maybe the guy that was at the first floor. Hello?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so there was a door here, if I remember correctly. Ahaha! Okay. What secrets are you hiding down here, Redgrave? Oh! Recreational use of blood. Orgies or bloodbath? Opprobrium. As long as the original mortal vessel is not brought inside our walls, each member is allowed to drink whatever he wants, for his own usage or the share of it with friends. Drink what you want, deal the way you want with the original vessel, but never inside the club, unless I personally authorize it on some sort of special occasion, of course. Okay. There was not a lot of things here, but we found another collectible, so I'm happy. Let's leave through the other door, see what's there. Question the citizens about
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
I mean, we already knew that, right?
It's locked.
Oh, okay. What about this? There is something that goes down here. Is there another door at the other side? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, why not? Wait, the West End is sanitized? No, this is not it. No, it's not sanitized. Where? The Horned Vampire. Man-shaped silhouette. Oh, that's my sire. That's my maker. Okay. Oh, there's blood on the wall. We're approaching the danger zone. Oh, but this doesn't glow. Why is it not glowing?
I cannot enter.
Okay. There's a lot of blood, but it's not really reacting in any way to anything. There's skulls here. Whoa, unlocked. Oh, this is where we fought Fergal. Okay. Yeah, we went through here. But I actually want to know what's at the other side of the bridge. Huh. A necklace. Some bullets. Well, that's actually kind of garbage. Oh, a ring. Okay. Well, that was nothing. That was literally nothing. I mean, I don't really need to go to the docks now, right? So I can just go back. Yeah, let's just leave this place. Maybe there will be a reason to come back later, but this is clearly not it.
It's locked.
Okay. At least they could have put like a couple of enemies or something. It was just deserted. But I will never complain about free money. Maybe this is actually a fast way to get to the skulls, right? I could actually go and talk to Venus now. Oh. Oh, they're still outside. Why? It's raining.
Women's right to vote is
Charlotte,
only...
go home.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Okay.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been...
Where is the... Oh, he's inside.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
Ah, locked. But now...
Hungry. Where shall I eat tonight?
Now we know what type of key he will give us, the key to that box.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, personal questions. No.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Huh.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Okay, let me change this. Now that we have Mesmer 4. What's this?
Have you noticed anything?
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Aha.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
I actually believe you, man.
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth, saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
Huh.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
You're not alone. Are you talking to the Pridwen guard?
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
Sure, I will do that.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar, took a shortcut back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley. An officer in a stained uniform, biting into a soldier's neck.
You were drunk.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body, drained of all blood. I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
Did you ever see that officer again?
No. He wore the uniform of the Royal Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
That's a good trick. Okay, let's talk to Venus, and she will give us more hints.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
Well, don't stick your nose in there. I will investigate.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Okay, let's go for... yeah, this way. Venus, I have come back. Are you drinking tea?
Hello again, Venus.
Jonathan, you're still up. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
No, I can't. Open.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. Know that you are always welcome here. But at this hour of night?
What will the neighbors think, eh? Eh? Sorry, I'm not interested in you that way. Money. Oh, well, that works too.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a beautiful family.
They were, weren't they? They're not anymore, I can tell you that. Can I go through the other one? Yeah. More shillings. Aha!
I fear the worst.
Okay, you stay right here. I'm just gonna find everything in your house that's lootable. And I will come back momentarily. Ooh. Ah.
It's locked.
Well, we found at least one of the places where this family will have... Ooh. Yeah, 1918. This is the year. Wow. Well... that is his problem, and I will deal with it when I have time. This is the way to the investigation. Ooh. Allies among the living. Yes, they do. Yeah, we have pretty much everything already. Maybe this? No. Venus, I'm coming back. Come here, you.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
Yeah, I've seen that.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Yeah, see, you shouldn't be complaining.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
Okay.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but, you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Okay.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
So you want me to relieve some tension? That's where this is going?
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Well, I guess that's a way to see it.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus. But you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
You don't believe him then?
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was. instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
Maybe that's the only way he has to deal with it.
What do you think about Clarence squandering his fortune on his obsession?
Soon we'll be poor and forced to sell the house. Where will we go? In which filthy, infected part of town will we end up? I'm so afraid.
Maybe instead of selling the house, start by selling jewelry. Like that obnoxiously large pearl collar of pearls, whatever this is called. This is just ostentatious. Just sell it. Just sell this and use that to buy the meat from the butcher.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
Also, I realize she has a tiara of laurels. Yeah, you don't have a monetary problem. You just have too much shit.
Goodbye for now.
Okay, locate Emily's house.
I remember when Mary came here with her.
Afterwards, we can always, you know. Can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, because this wasn't actually a balcony. Wait, what? What is this shitty balcony? This serves no purpose for anyone. You can't see anything. Why does this even exist? And I assume this is Emily's house.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Aha. Emily's love letter. Since we kissed on the bridge, the moon was so bright. Sweet bite on my neck. On my neck. Oh, so she actually was turned, and now she's a skull.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Oh, what's this? Oh. Oh, blood.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Oh, it goes outside. Well, then this was the only room in the... Okay. Where did you go, you devil? You devil, you. Aha! Oh, to the docks. Well, let's talk to Clarence first. Because we have a new hint. And then we'll follow the blood trail. Here.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Aha.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank. I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
Huh.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
Okay, so probably I have to do the
You need
investigation.
some rest.
Let's find Emily first. I mean, I can always talk to Throckmorton. Is that the investigation? Oh, he has a migraine. What's this? No, that's the main thing. And then I have Swansea to talk to. Wait. What is this thing? What do I have to do? No. Shit. This. Oh, I have to find the collections. Okay. Well, let's go back to Emily. I have to go to the Pembroke. So wait, didn't I actually talk to 4 people? Why don't I only have 2 marks? Meh. I'll figure it out later. It's through here, right? No, that's not through here. Okay. Is it here? Who is this guy?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
Dear cousin?
Dear cousin. Are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
No, because my blood is way more powerful than yours.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Why do I think that this guy is just someone that picked up the accent and is just passing as a marquis when he's actually a nobody?
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
Huh.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Wait. Do I have a choice in this? Why? If I say I believe you, do I still get to embrace him?
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Can I still kill him? Apparently not. Is he... Really? Well, I mean, if I knew that I wouldn't get to embrace him, I would have just killed him right now. Well, nothing to do here now. At least it was fast. And it was the truth. She did volunteer for the entire thing. Pick it up.
It could be someone you know. Even someone you're close to.
Only the first step.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Ooh.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before...
Wait, is that... Investigation succeeded. I would have liked to kill the other guy, but nah. But weapons... 36, 35. Yeah, but is this improved? It is not improved. Oh. I need to find a bench. Also, I think we missed something when we were like just coming to this place.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Maybe. Let's just leave it there for a while. Yeah, I think I missed something. Maybe. I don't know. Don't you dare. Ah!
Kill you!
Nope. Darting around people is usually the most effective answer to everything. Who would have thought? Oh, it was this thing. But that just goes to the park. And it's open through the other side, so nah. Okay, so... how do we get into my house? Just go back and enter through the door, I guess. I can enter through here, yeah. That's good enough. Need to make one for migraine. And then guns. Because what if I upgrade this? It goes up to 41. I think I have more than enough of these consumables, right? So what happens if I just use the stun on everything? I will get to 41 right here without needing to upgrade this because it's already upgraded. I will still need aluminum part for the last one, but it will have more hit. Now the problem being I'm one tiny good handle short to go to 41. Oh, but this one has 3 stun improvements. Charlotte's only has 2. So the Pride When Stake is actually better. Yep. The pre-win stake is actually better. Okay. So, what else? Second part of the testament. Where do you want me to go? Oh, here. I mean, I guess I could do that while I'm looking for the other part, right? Because I know that the testament is in the park, so I don't need to actually have it tracked. Rush this guy.
Over there! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Yeah, I know. Ow! Okay. There's a guy with a flamethrower there. Or at least the thrower thing. Maybe he throws poison. Don't know. Can I... Nope. So I assume that that's where the place that he wants me to find is. Okay, let's do that first, because it's outside of the park. Breed one exterminator. I think it's the poison one. Actually, just teleport. Yeah. No, teleport. I've seen it. Allow me to teleport. Why? Why is it not letting me? I know I can go there. What the fuck? Jonathan. God damn it, Jonathan.
Die, vermin! I hear leeches. You're mine, vermin! Everyone's mine! He's dead!
Hey. Wow. I mean, I know I'm powerful, but holy shit. This was a perfect maneuver.
It's locked, all right.
Locked. Okay. Oh. The blind gourmet.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Is that all that he wanted to find?
It's locked.
Okay, can I now teleport there?
He's mine! I'll take it!
Wait, what? Oh. You fucking idiot.
We have to stop it!
What the? Okay. So how do I deal with... Oh, it's open. Good double barrel. Nice. There is some blood though. Oh, handprint. Oh, this is from the Pembroke. I'm just robbing a store. Good job, Dr. Reed. Oh. Trash loot. Oh. Here, there are skulls here. Okay. Okay, just really slowly. I do need to heal a little bit. So let's just knock them out. Ah! What the... Ow! Okay. Did the guy have anything?
More Braille.
Oh! Yep.
I should bring this to Mason Swanborough.
We found the last piece of the Braille puzzle. Oh. Stealing all of the money from the shop. Which is always 5. I encounter that odd. Every time we pick up money, it's always 5 shillings. Every single time. Even though there are a lot of coins, there's always just 5 of them. Temple Garden. Oh, what's this place? Curfew.
I cannot enter.
Okay, some blocked area. That means the story will not allow me to follow through until I do a specific thing. So now that I know that I have to just talk back to this guy, let me change the follow. $29. So, Pre-Wen Brawler, Ill-Formed. So I don't know exactly where it is, but there was trees, right? It said something about trees. I think I can make them follow me to the humans, right? Hello. Just come to me. Hello, humans. Oh, there's only one of them. Poor bastard. Hello.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
Hey, where is the ill-formed? Ah, the ill-formed is there. No, don't follow me. I forgot that they do that. Ow.
Bloody leech!
Stop it!
Don't like that, do ya?
Why are you still following me? Your friends are dead.
Get a taste of this! Eat this!
There you go. Well, if I didn't hit it with the sword, I would have probably been able to feed again. Hey, why weren't you helping?
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Ah! So, how exactly do I find the piece of the testament of my father? Let's make sure that all of the doors are open. Yeah, it's open. Maybe below the tunnel? Just like something. Public notice. Oh no, this is for the epidemic. It could just be at the end. There's more blood. Wow, there's a lot of blood. And there's a lot of rats, which means, aha, a place to sleep. It would have been nice that they implemented some sort of, I don't know, like fast travel between locations. So you could just come back here if you needed. Oh, what's this?
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
Find Louise Tisdale. Okay.
What a mess. Something terrible happened here. But what?
Oh, this wasn't locked. Don't need that yet. More money. Always need that. Beware. There's nothing inside of this place. But there's candles. Candles to the beware sign. Oh, no, I didn't want to. I pressed because I saw the F. No, back. Oof. Thankfully, it's not a you fucked up type of scenario. I saw the F and I thought it was the nightstand. So I can just leave through here. Huh, I can just jump here. Ah! No, but let's finish first the one with my father. Why did it change? I don't want you to change that. Come on. Who is that guy? A shadow wick. God damn you. Ah. Ow. Why don't I have that ability? I too want to have a clone of myself.
Gotcha!
So they don't have cooldowns for their abilities either. Ow. Whoa!
You cannot win this!
No! They don't have any cooldown for anything they do. Come on, move.
You're feeble!
No, you don't get to run away this time. Oh, I ran out of...
Gotcha! Bleeding!
That was way easier. Just randomly swing at the target until they die. That's it. Just that's the strategy for the shadow weapons. Wow. What a mess. Ooh. Thick, sturdy blood sample. Oh, and they all reset, of course. Hate it. Why couldn't I find the thing? Where does this go? Quarantine. No, let me first find. It's not gonna be below. The letter said Sunny walks in the park. Should maybe be here, buried, like below a rock or something. There's no way it's in the... Oh, what's this? Oh! My dear son, second letter. If you found this one, it means you probably have shown the first part to your sister Mary. Which hospital you chose to apply for your first internship?
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Oh, so he applied, but he never got in. Okay, now let's go down here, maybe? Where was the follow the footsteps track? Here. Why not? Okay, this is an old catacomb, maybe. Oh, this is ruined. Rat. Could use a rat.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can. I need to top off myself. Okay.
It's locked.
Okay. Rat.
This is despicable.
No, that is nutritious.
Give me your blood.
Fuck. Who the fuck is this guy? Leon Augustine.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Oh, yeah. What the? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow, ow, ow.
You shall learn.
Oh, stab them in the ass. They can't turn around. Ah, whoa. No combo attacks.
Kneel, traitor.
What do you mean, traitor?
I will.
Ow! No, he didn't get close enough. Can I actually... Oh, whoa. Ow. I need to stun him.
Kneel, traitor.
Whoa. Resisted. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Why? Okay.
No one can harm.
Okay. No, 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 no. No, whoa, whoa. I think I need to use one of the serums I have and I never use. Let me just use this. Where are you? For G.
Kneel, traitor.
Shit. Just exploit corners. That's the whole thing. Just exploit corners. Aha.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Astaroth.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I can actually hit it through the wall. No. Okay, stop him right there. Woo. Are you dead? He is dead. And I actually found the last piece that I needed for the other guy. Violence of Vulcots. Where is it? Oh, Violence of Vulcots. Okay. So basically, make the Vulkod angry, and he will stop using strategy and go full force against you. Not that I ever want to be in that scenario, but you know, it may be useful. This is nothing. Okay. Is this also nothing? Apparently. Oh, wait. Is that a body? No, it's not. Just cardboard. Ooh. This is a puzzle. Okay, so if this is the way to go, what's on the other side? Because there is a head that means someone needs help. Ooh, who are you? Soil letter. Robert Tisdale. Please try to help me. My daughter Louise disappeared a few weeks ago. Abducted. Okay.
Louise's father was determined to find and save her.
Oh, this has been unlocked. What? Wasn't here the... I came through here, right? Wait, I came through here. Oh no, I came through here. Okay, okay. I got dizzy immediately, like, nope, there's something wrong. I'm just going in circles now. Okay. Puzzle. You are closed.
It's locked, all right.
That is fine. Okay, what about the rest of the room? This is also closed. Probably
I cannot enter.
Will open when the water is high enough to lift that platform. And I cannot teleport to any of this because this is just decorative. Okay. Oh, that lowered it. For some reason.
It's locked.
Okay. I can activate this again. Okay. Okay, so this is a flood now. Thankfully, there are no water vampires like in other games. The Soul Reaper series. Legacy of Khan. Blood Omen. That was actually a huge series of video games, and I... What are you? Oh, level 30. Oh, you're also level... Whoa. Who the fuck? Who invited you to this party? Go away. Whoa. Holy shit. No. I can't use it anymore. Oh shit. I need to kill one of them. Okay, keep the other one so I can heal on it. Come on, I was already stabbing you. Wait, why is he... Why? Why does he keep jumping? If they're down, you can't stun them. Okay. Four level 30s, not a joke. What did I gain for this? Oh, of course, now I actually lower this, and that will give me access to something else. Come on. Because that is not... Wait.
It's locked, all right.
Why did I do this then? Oh, of course. There's a lot of rats.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Okay, so there's a place to go up. She's down. So let's go up first. Can't go here. Oh. Common axe. Looked cooler than a common axe, but I will accept the name. Oh, I didn't want to leave. I thought it was a door that I could unlock, so I just clicked without looking. Where am I? Well, at least I can unlock the door that joins these two places now. Rogue Econ. Level 30 Rogue Econ.
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Wait, he doesn't have range attacks. I can abuse this.
Let me go, you bastard!
This is my territory!
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna abuse this as much as I can.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Where are you going? Yeah,
Don't you know better? Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
We're already halfway there.
Let me go, you bastard!
I can actually... How do I change weapons again? Is it like C? Yeah, C.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Disgusting asshole!
Your prey is mine now!
I'll never be your wife!
Come on, walk away.
Let me go, you bastard! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Don't you know better?
Disgusting
Ah! Recent diary. The cell is ready. Wow. That is next level stalking.
No! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Yeah, sure, but let me just clean up a little bit, you know? I'm covered in blood. Wow. What is this thing? Just, it got impaled, but is it like on the ground? There's no base. So he tried many times. Never succeeded, apparently. Hello?
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Sure.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
You go do that. So that place I was before, that was the... whatchamacallit? The way out, right? This is the way I came in. Here, this is the way out. So, what am I doing now? This is done. This is done. And this is done. Oh, nope. Okay. So now I can open the door to the park. Allow travel through this area. What is this? Ooh. Hello, my friend.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Whoa. Right away without knowing anything about this guy? I don't know anything about him. Why would I tell him I'm from the Ascalon Club?
Okay. I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Also, because I'm from the Ascalon now, no one bothers me. Huh. I mean, I also use the Mesmer, but he shouldn't have been affected, right? I don't know how it works.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
A killer?
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Ooh.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes. The situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange, which requires police attention?
Geoffrey McCollum. Do you know Fergal Bansha? Is this a choice? I could report him.
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Geoffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
Aha! I'm a snitch. Homicidal maniac.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same. but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
So he's just searching for the vampires of the city. The wounds probably are the bites on the neck.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I currently have a few missing persons cases. Mr. Tadao Kimura and Miss Louise Teasdale. I'm afraid they may have been abducted by my mysterious maniac.
Already dealt with both of them.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Tell me about Mr. Kimura.
Mr. Kimura is a businessman who's been missing for a few days. He didn't go home, didn't go to work, didn't go back to his family.
Where was he last seen?
Mr. Kimura was last seen at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. I followed a possible lead in the West End, but I found nothing.
Okay, already dealt with both of these, so walking away.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Sure. Just if you find anything incriminating me to murders, I would like to say that I'm being incriminated wrongly and that I had nothing to do with any of that. Is that open? It is open. Hello. Oh. Ah.
I cannot enter.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should
Dr.
talk with
Reed.
someone else instead.
I am glad to see you again.
Can I talk to you? I want to talk to you. Stop moving. Stop moving. Yeah, go back
Good
to your
morning.
book. There we go.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Good to know.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
You keep repeating that.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Okay.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Yep, you should not approach those men. They're dangerous.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this Camellia may be.
I know this Camellia. She's a woman of few words.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Well, something you will have to solve on your own.
Goodbye, Carol.
I'm not paid to deal with that.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Okay, I can deal with that. But first,
what can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Yeah.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Well, I'm the one who will dominate London, so I must look the part.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Uh-huh. Okay, we may talk later, when the kid is on sleep, whatever that means.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Ugh, that got creepy. You know, I may not come back. No, there's no time alone with your child asleep. That's not happening.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now, but she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price, especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Show me your prices and I will decide over that.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
Not a lot of useful stuff. Oh, aluminum. I do need aluminum. Maybe if this place gets sanitized, I will buy the aluminum. Maybe.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Can I talk to you again?
Good evening, young lady.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
Yeah, but you can also make decisions on your own, and I don't have any hints.
Goodbye, Carol.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
Okay, so I can go down and open the door. Temple Church. Oh, who are these two people? They're clones. Or twins. Probably they're twins.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
You're those types of twins.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
Why?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I mean, not really.
No, I'm not.
Good for you. It's a good thing to have a clear idea of where you stand concerning crucial questions. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
Yeah, I see. You keep talking about that.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
Okay.
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be, then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you're not in your place? That sort of trap.
Okay. So what if that event is me feeding on your blood and just draining you up completely?
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
What if these two guys have some sort of twin telepathy and that's why he remembers me? Because I talked to the other one.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
What?
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
Yes.
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, But I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
These two brothers are just weird.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Wait. But didn't the other one already told me that it was him who convinced the other one?
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Okay.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Okay. That doesn't make sense.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Taking into account what the brother said.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
No, I don't know anything new.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Just to investigate them all. But they will not be forgotten.
Oh. Okay, another hideout. It's fine. Maybe I should actually have eaten the rats before I came in. Or not. Aha. Oh wait, do I know diseases? She has a headache. Okay. Can actually craft the medicine now that I'm here. Ooh. Headache medicine. So, what is behind door number 2? Ah! Enemies. I mean, I could go to Whitechapel and then down again. And go here. Right? I already said I wanted to go there. Why not? Hiya!
Stop!
No, leave me alone. Ow. Yeah, both shadow icons and priests. You can just kill them by... I actually heard the crossbow before I saw the guy. But yeah, you can just rush people, which is nice. Can't go through here. What about this?
It's locked, all right.
Locked. So this is some sort of... This is actually really creepy looking. See, this is the type of house that you will expect a vampire to have. Oh. Could go down here. But what if I just go around? And I bite his ass before he actually sees me? Nope. Ah! Trash loot. Thought I saw something shiny, and there it was. Nothing shiny, except for this. Shit. Ow.
Die, leech!
Ow. 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 Good enough. Okay, so if I go down here, this is already Whitechapel. Oh, maybe not. It's only 23, that's fine. Just rush him. Why not? Wow, that damage. Come here. Okay. This is dead end. Okay. What about everywhere else? Oh, loot. Down there, there's a human. Where are you? Bye-bye. Clove essence. Yeah, this is Whitechapel. But the doors were open. Huh. This is open, right? Yeah. Can actually just kill the guy and then come back. Who are you? A rookie. All alone. What is he doing?
Die, vermin!
Oh, more trash loot. Now we have to give the cold medicine to the merchant and do the eavesdropping with the father and son.
Maybe it's time to see if this Christina...
As long as you have the money. Good evening, my dear colleague.
Oh, I can also go north and give the thing, the bracelet to the blind guy.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm not against a second opinion, Dr. Reed.
There you go.
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
Well,
goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
So where is the guy? You. Okay, kid. I had enough patience for you.
Another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Start moving around and give me my hints. Why are you smoking? That's bad for the lungs. Come on. Don't damage the blood I want to drink. Ah, there we go. I'm following you, Albert. I think I've actually seen him forcing doors around. I just never thought of using my vampire side. Come on, Albert.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Oh, Xiaoxun is here. But why can't I see... Widow in distress? Widow in distress. Why didn't I get the thing? Is that the one I have?
You look and smell worse than the shit in the gutter, old man.
It's all a bloody joke to you, isn't it? Stupid drugs for the sick and suffering.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Bloody heart, boy.
Keep on digging through the rubbish, that's all you're good for.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Maybe that's what's gonna trigger it. Maybe now? Maybe I have to be somewhere else, like here. Okay. Ah, there we go. I'm looking. Oh, so it wasn't that door. Oh. So how do I see into this place?
I cannot enter.
Damn, where is it? I'm sure I threw one of these barrels.
Okay, that's what this was here for.
Ah, there it is.
The medicine.
Harmonil for severe anxiety and nervous disposition. Thanks for nothing, old fart. I'll get a good price for your precious pills.
What the dick? So yeah, this had to have a reason to exist. I just couldn't figure out what it was. Oh, so she's helping people. Hello.
Pain has made me blind. There are so many people who could use my help here.
Good evening, Zhao Shun.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
Oh.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Okay.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
Wise attitude.
I've no doubt. That is a wise and useful attitude in this part of town.
To be completely honest with you, I am also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
And that was the last one we needed.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
Okay, we have everything we need from you.
Goodbye for now.
Now the kid.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
No, I won't.
It is clear that you have a somewhat contentious relationship with your father.
Oh, really? Nothing clever to say?
He's an alcoholic. That must make life difficult.
Oh, no, it's perfectly fine. No money, no home, no friends to lend a hand. My father should have died in France.
I mean, he almost shot at you.
War can change you. I have seen many men who have lost their wits on the battlefield.
I'm not going to lose any more time with that drunken arse. Me? I prefer to take my chances with the wet boot boys.
Why did you try to steal your father's medication?
Why shouldn't I? What has he ever done to earn my respect?
Your father seems to hold quite a grudge against you.
Man's a walking gin ball. I ain't seen him sober since he got back from the war. But the gun? Now that is a surprise.
Why do you want to join a gang, Albert?
I'm not going to spend the rest of my life sleeping under bridges.
I understand that living in poverty may be a doorway to a life of crime. But you are still young enough to turn back.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm old enough to do what needs to be done.
Crime is not a solution. You're old enough for the death penalty. Do I have everything I need? Yeah, I do.
Surely there is more to you than this. Why not choose a different path? Earn respect through righteous deeds. You will feel better for it.
Don't make me laugh. You don't know shit about me. You never lived in the streets, so keep your fucking advice to yourself.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty advice. I agree.
Admit it. You stole the drugs to prove yourself to the gang.
Of course I did. The Wet Boot Boys got it sorted. Territory, respect, money. They'll take me in now.
Really? Are you sure about that? I don't see them.
I was supposed to meet one of their boys to prove I'm not a loser. Maybe something happened.
Yeah, he's dead. That's what happened.
Goodbye, young man.
You wasted your life away.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
Aha.
Did you know of your son's plans to join the Wet Boot Boys gang?
Barely survived the war, just to come back and see my wife die of the flu, and my son turn into a petty thug.
What about you? I have everything also. It's fine. Protect your son, it's your fault. Make his own mistakes. Nah.
Protect your son, Benjamin. Don't you see? Whatever your quarrels, his salvation could be yours.
According to him, everything's my fault. We've nothing left to say or to save.
Sure.
Your suspicions concerning Albert were legitimate, but were you sure he was guilty when you shot him? Tell me the truth, Benjamin.
No, I wasn't. I just went mad without realizing what I was doing. My God. I almost shot him.
You had better speak to Albert. You need to clear the air. He has to understand what you endured, and you must listen to him talk about his pain.
I'm afraid it's too late. I pointed a gun at him for the sake of a few pills.
Okay.
A gun, alcohol.
So how about this territory? I think everyone is clear now. Oh, no, the blind guy, I almost forgot about him. We need to go to where he is. No, that's not it. There. So, here. I think. Yeah, why not?
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your...
A lot of people are talking about this Colossus.
Oh, why am I... No, no. Cook, sellers, librarians.
Maybe it's time to see this. Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
I have 7,000 XP? Now that's something. Okay. Are there any... Oh, Blood Econ, Shadow Econ. Oh, but they're low level. Fuck it. Rush him.
This is my territory.
Ow. Ow. Regen.
Got to know better!
Yeah, a lot of screaming, but no results. Oh, Shadow Icon.
You're feeble!
The difference that a couple of levels make is amazing.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
We have business.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Nope. Oh.
Your sister seems to believe this miracle elixir business is somehow doing you good.
Loretta believes that keeping busy is what I need to be happy.
And is she wrong?
My sister is wrong about almost everything. But as long as she thinks she's in charge, she can be nice.
Huh. So no more hints for you. Well, here you go.
Here is another page of the formula for the cure for blindness.
Give it to me. Yes. Brilliant. I'm going to give you the location and the code you will need to find the cure, but you have to listen to me first.
Why? What is it?
If you find the proof that this treatment for blindness is real, I want to try it. Do you understand? No matter the risks.
Risks? What have you read in these pages that you're not telling me?
You already know what you need to know. I trust you, Dr. Reed. We share the same passion for science. Please bring back the formula.
Sure.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
What kind?
Okay, so we have the code 2969.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Oh, this closed. And this is where we were before. I guess I could use that, just run through the cemetery and then I can teleport back to this place. And then go to the sewers. Nah, ignore these people.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
They're not a danger to anyone anymore. I'm way too powerful for them. But this cure for blindness, is this guy actually lying? And there's like something vampiric about it? Maybe he thinks that vampirism will cure his blindness. That's why he wants it. Hello.
Over there!
So here. Yes. Wow, 12. There were such times where a level 12 enemy was actually scary. Now I one-shot them. Yes, okay. Oh, a beast. Level 24 beast. That's new. I can use this. Then this. Level 24 beasts, also not a problem. Okay, to the sewers. And since I'm here, I can actually... I mean, I probably should go up again, talk to the guy. Oh, level 22 and 24? Don't need it. You're not gonna turn around, are you? No, you're gonna stay right where you are until I get there. Hiya! 2 shillings. Nah. Oh! There's one guy there. I guess I can...
Step away!
Sure. Good enough. There was nothing there, right? Nope. So... Nothing has reset in this area. And this is the door. What is that? There were scratching noises, right? See? What are those scratching noises? What's out there? I don't know. Ooh. Oh, St. Paul Chemist. Hello. Whoa, yeah. Chemist's diary. Terrible idea. Regenerative power of vampire blood. There is vampire stuff on it. Blessed be the stole. It works. Ghoul blood is less potent and permits better dosage. The nasty ghoul has bitten me. Huh. There's nothing valuable. There's... So what's the door that goes outside? Oh, it's where I was before. And this is the door that was closed from the house. So now we have everything. Okay, so wait. What is this? Keep the diary. Why would I keep the diary? I'm not keeping the diary, I'm bringing it to Mason. But do I do it now? I mean, I'm right here, might as well do it now. So there was a vampiric experiment going on, and they realized that they could cure blindness with vampirism, which of course makes sense. Ah, shit, that's not what I wanted. Stop following me and you will leave. Yeah, it's leaving me, that's fine. So yeah, like they were figuring out how to use vampiric blood for medicine without making everyone a vampire, I guess, if that's even possible.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
There you go.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
You can make this cure for blindness.
I have found the secret laboratory, and I have the formula.
And the author of the diary, did you meet him?
Yes. He was badly disfigured. Nothing more than a beast. And I cannot guarantee it wasn't connected to his experiments.
I don't care. Give me the formula, Doctor.
Wait, what if he becomes a beast? No, I did too much work. I need to see if it happens.
Here it is. But please, be very careful. You're entering uncharted territories here.
This is what science has always been about, Dr. Reed. Thank you so much.
I can't say it's been a pleasure, but we're both scientists, and I am grateful you asked me to undertake this search for you.
I have something for you, then. It is the most precious thing I have to give. Even more important than the Swanborough secret recipe.
There is really no need for payment.
Please have it, Dr. Reed, I insist. I'm sure you'll find it more useful than I would.
Salicine? That's not that useful. I think I have like 20 of those.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
So I guess I have to sleep and come back later. I do need to go to the Pembroke. I mean, I could actually... But I do want to wait until he's healed up. Yeah, I'll wait until he's healed up. Then these guys are fine, because the place is sanitized, but it's gonna stop being sanitized whenever I do this. Oh, I wanted to give the cure to him. And there are a couple of missions that I want to finish as well with them. Okay, so first I go back to the West End. Or I could just swing by Swansea, talk to him, and then go back to the West End. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I won't sleep on the Pembroke. So I'm going back to the cemetery then. It's the fastest access. Also, I already cleared a path to go, so might as well just follow it. I'm just too worried that if I kill too many people at once, the whole thing is gonna go down. That's why I want to kill everyone at once in Whitechapel. Which now I can, but I need Mesmer 5. So once I get Mesmer 5, I'm wiping out Whitechapel completely. I can't go through here. I mean, I can, but I think it's a longer way out, so... Hi.
Bloody leech!
Ow.
Away with you! Christ, he's dead!
Oh. Well, that was fast. There's more people here, but I can teleport up here and bypass them. Oh, well, I can't bypass these two. Ow. 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 Is there something to pick up here? No, I think only the big one dropped something. And we're already at the hospital. See, now that we're actually opening all of the gates, this is just super easy to navigate. I can talk to Ackroyd, I think. Maybe. Hello.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Aha!
What do you think of Dr. Tippett's opinion of your promotion, Waverley?
Tippett is a good practitioner. Maybe just a little too attached to his prestigious position at the Pembroke Hospital.
Really? That's exactly his diagnosis of you. A little too eager to get promoted? A little bit too proud?
He has the right to think so. But I deserve this promotion, and I don't consider it anything but well-earned.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
What about Strickland?
Still more coming.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
What about your hints? Nope, I already have everything.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Let me go talk to Swansea then. Oh wait, I actually have the thing. This. It's on the Pembroke. So I don't think Swansea will have it, but maybe it's like hidden somewhere. Right? But where?
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology?
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, just dump all of the work on me.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Yeah, money governs the world.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Okay, so where would the testament be? Hidden somewhere in a room, obviously, but what room? Oh. Is restocked. This also restocked. Maybe here? This? Oh, it was this one! My last letter for you. I choose to hide at Pembroke Hospital. How did he know no one will find the fucking letter 10 years later and just throw it away? I'm sick. Refuse to be seen by those I love. I'll go where I stood when you left us for France. I leave a last gift for you. The port. The docks. It has to be the docks.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon. About to be killed. Transformed.
Oh, there's a door, not a door, a box down there. What is this? Oh, yeah.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Oh, yeah, when I kill the doctors, this is where I have to come to open their stashes. But I do have to go talk to what's the name? Chadana? Yeah. There's a box down there. It has to be the dogs, right? Yep, there it is. The docks. And I have to go through the bridge again. Why? Why do you have to do this to me, father? Okay, so now that I know I have to go south... I mean, I can probably wait to do this one, since I have to go down here when I sleep to give medicine to everyone. So I guess I can just go back to the mansion. I have to give the migraine medicine to the guy that wanted the vampire stuff, and I have to actually see him to complete the quest, so doesn't bother me that much. Actually, the fact that I'm just going through the same places over and over again means that everything is just deserted. Or not. Hello.
See that?
Wow. So the humans respond, but the vampire didn't? I'm okay with this scenario. I guess that I can't speak with Ashbourne. Oh. Actually here, yep. Come on, attack vermin. Ah. Come here. Wow, one-shotted. I think leveling up just gives you boosts to like basic stats or something. Because there is no other explanation as per how can I one-shot someone with a bite. Am I going? Nope, that's the other way around. Here. But I have opened this door. I haven't.
It's locked.
Are you serious? Oh, but I can do this? Why? Where is this gonna take me? Oh, so if I want to avoid the fight, I can. Okay. People have respawned since I left. It's okay. I actually don't need to kill everyone this time. I just need to pass through. Ow! You asshole. Oh. That was a little bit too much, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the vampires. I'm just gonna go around. Oh. No, this is vampire territory. I need to go around this way. Oh, this actually goes to the... Shit. I mean, they're both 29. Come on. Come with me. Yeah, this is for gonna just get this vampire. There you go. She's still full. How? Okay, that's fine. Give me your stuff as well. And I think I can improve the pre-win stake now to level 5. Here. No, I still don't have the piece I need.
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses.
No, mother, I'm going out with my friends. We're going partying, burning the night and whatnot. Where is my boy? Here he is.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Let's have a meal together. It will be magnificent.
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell. The most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et frites that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. Please, have this for your research.
Was it really that hard to just say fish and chips?
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Yeah, he has the parts, but I don't want to spend money on them. You, my friend.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Okay, that's fine. And this is... Oh, hint required, but I don't have it. Medical checkup can wait.
These are the documents you wanted me to look for. I think I've gathered all the available occult research about vampires.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. That'll help me separate the myths from the facts.
I'm not sure you can consider this material factual, but it's yours now. What do you intend to do with it?
First, I'm going to show them to Venus. It'll open her eyes and make her understand the importance of my mission.
Okay. I guess I can come and check with you later.
You need some rest.
I forgot about the medicine.
You should try to sleep. Good evening, old chap.
I won't...
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
Nope.
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Oh, what that's supposed to mean?
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Clarence, if you start seeing indications that I may be a vampire, it's only your imagination. So it's... I have to sleep for her to come back. Haven't met these two, I don't know where they are. Maybe the last hint for my mother is connected with the gift of my father. I really don't know. So I'm gonna go back to the house, I guess. I mean, I think I can just end it here. It's not gonna really fuck anything over, I assume. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this here. We will start doing the quest again when, you know, when I start the next session, because we've already been going for almost 4 hours. I don't think it matters which one is the first and which one is the second. So I'm just gonna start with this one because it's closer to my house. And yeah, then we'll have to find an excuse to sleep. I mean, could I sleep now? I don't know. Maybe. I actually want to try to find out as many things as possible before I sleep. So yeah, maybe I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. I'm just gonna wait. So yeah, this is gonna be all for today. See you in the next session. Adios.